Hello, good morning children. As we have finished the theory portion of our lesson gravitation, today we will start our numericals from the same lesson, that is gravitation. Question number 1, I have not taken the numerical from your NCERT, I have taken it from other reference book. So I will provide you, these are only the solution, I will provide the question also along with the solution today, okay. So let's start with question number 1. A particle is thrown up vertically with a velocity of 50 meter per second. If a particle is thrown vertically upward, that will be the initial velocity of the object, that is 50 meter per second. Because after reaching the highest point, the object will stop and then again it will start falling down. When the object will stop, at that time, that was the final velocity at the highest point. Okay, so initial velocity is 50 meter per second. What will be its velocity at the highest point of journey? At the highest point of journey, you know, when you throw something up, first it goes up, after covering some distance it stops for a fraction of a second and then it starts falling down. So at the highest point of the journey, the velocity of the object will be 0. Final velocity of the object for the upward motion, it will be 0. How high would the particle rise? Means how high it has gone when you thrown up. Suppose you are standing, you have thrown it, picked it up from the ground level and thrown it up. What is the height which it has covered? That you need to find out. And the next is, what time would it take to reach the highest point? What time? कितना time लगेगा to reach for the object to go from this level to the highest point? In this case, G will be taken as 10 meter per second square. It is given already in the question. Children, one thing, make sure that when you are given the questions in which, in all these questions, when there is a vertical movement, value of G, that is small g, that is acceleration due to gravity, will be 9.8 meter per second square. If you are given, then only you will use 10. But you know, it's easy to take the round off figure, that is 10, but sometimes we need 9.8 also. So if it is given in the question to take 10, you can take 10, otherwise you take 9.8 meter per second square. As we know that at highest point V is equals to 0, I have given you the explanation for it. So first part is solved. Now the height we know. In all these cases, children, we are not going to use the words S and A. S will be replaced by H. S is distance in normal 3 equations of motion. S is equal to ut plus half of at square. S in this case, in the questions while we are solving the numericals of the gravitation, that case S will be replaced by H and A will be replaced by G, small g, that is acceleration due to gravity. So V square, I am using third equation of motion here, V square minus U square is equal to 2GH. V we know 0, just now we found out how. It was thrown with a velocity of 50 meter per second, that means U is 50 is equal to 2. Why I have taken minus here, but in the question it is not given minus? Because for upward motion, children, whenever a thing is going up, it is going against motion or against gravitational force. Earth tries to pull everything downward. When an object is moving upward against the gravity, you know it's against the gravity. For upward motion, you will take G as minus always in all solving all the numericals. For the upward motion, you will take G as minus, and for the downward motion, it will be positive only. So that is why I have written minus here. So 0 minus, I have put the value, I calculated, I have got H is equal to 125 meter per second. Now I need to calculate the time taken by the object to reach the height of 125 meter. So time, you know, in 2 equations of motion there is time V is equal to U plus GT and other is H is equal to UT plus half of GT square. So I have taken the simple one, V is equal to U plus GT, V we know 0, U 50 already given, G we are going to take 10, that is minus 10 because the object is going upward, and T we need to find out. From solving, putting the values and calculating, I got 0 is equal to 50 minus 10T. So if I bring minus 10T this side, I will get minus 10T. Okay, I will do one more step, it will be easier for you to get it. minus 10t is equals to 50. Sorry, if I bring it this side, it will be plus, or t is equals to 50 upon 10, that is 5 seconds. This is how we get the answer of the question. Now children, one more second question. Next question, I hope it is clear how we have solved. First you need to write what we are given with, then use the three equations of motion. It will be easier for you to calculate the numericals. Now this is quite typical, you need to pay attention children. A stone is dropped from the edge of a roof. Now stone is dropped. You are standing up in this case. When you are dropping it down, in this case the u will be 0. When we are throwing something up, in that case v will be 0. But when you are throwing something down from up, in that case u will be 0. u 0. How long does it take? That means I need to calculate the time. To fall 4.9 meter. If object has to come down 4.9 meter. That means the height of the object is given here, that is 4.9 meter. As the object is coming down, in this case we are not given the g, so I have already written g is equals to 9.8 meter per second square. So how fast does it move? That means I need to calculate v also, because u is already 0. Third, how fast does it move at the end of 7.9 meter? Earlier the height was 4.9 meter. Now we need to calculate when it is coming down from a height of 7.9 meter. Then what will be the v in that case? Number 4, what is its acceleration after 1 second and 2 seconds? We need to calculate the acceleration of the object after 1 second and as well as after 2 seconds. Let's start our question. First case, we need to calculate the time. How much time it has taken to come down from a height of 4.9 meter. So we know that h is equals to ut plus gt square. We cannot take here v equation. Why? Because we are not given v here. We are given h, we are given g, we have u. So this is the possible equation to be used to get our time. 4.9 is equals to u as 0, t we need to calculate half of 9.8 t square. So here after calculating 0 into t will be 0, 4.9 is equals to 2 into 9.8 divided by 2 will be 4.9. 4.9 is equals to 4.9 t square. If I remove this t, this will be under root. Fine, I think it is clear. When I cancel 4.9 upon 4.9, I get under root 1. The value of under root 1 is 1 only. So time in this case taken by the object to cover the height of 4.9 meter is 1 second only. In 1 second it has come down from the height of 4.9 meter. Second case. Question is, how fast does it move at the end of that fall? The same fall, it is falling from the height of 4.9 meter. What will be the velocity now? Now we got t, 1 second. V we need to find out. U we know, it's very easy to calculate. V is equals to u plus gt. V we need to calculate. U we know already it's 0. G we already know 9.8 into 1, that is equals to 9.8 meter per second. That means stone has come down with a velocity of 9.8 meter per second. And it has taken a time of 1 second to come from the height of 4.9 meter. Third part of the same question. How fast? Again we need to calculate v. How fast? What will be the speed it means? How fast does it move at the end of 7.9 meters? Suppose in this case the height was 4.9. Now the new height is 7.9. Now we cannot use the same time because that time was taken to calculate the height from 4.9. That means t equation we cannot take. We have to take the third equation, that is v square minus u square is equals to 2gh. V square, u is already 0 because it is coming down. So initially it was at rest. When I start dropping it down, then it acquired certain velocity. So u in this case will be 0. V square is equals to 2 into 9.8 into 7.9. Square I removed, so I have taken it in under root. I have got, after calculating or multiplying all these three terms, I have got under root 154.84. That is equals to What is that? That is equals to 12 point, I have done a mistake here, 150, how it can be, when 12.4 meter per second. So it will be this. Now, what will be its acceleration? Fourth part was what will be its acceleration at the end of 1 second and 2 seconds. We know that object comes down at a uniform rate of 9.8 meter per second. Whether it is, as we know, according to a free falling body remains same. Acceleration for a freely falling body remains same. So A is equals to G is equals to 9.8 meter per second. Always its acceleration, whether after 1 second, after 2 seconds, after 3 seconds, after 4 seconds, its acceleration is always going to be constant, that is 9.8 meter per second square. Now children, next question. It's going little fast, but there is a problem of space in my phone, so I have to read it fast. An object is thrown vertically upward. Again it is going vertically upward. So that means in this case again we are going to, if we are given, so we are going to take G as minus 9.8 meter per second square. An object is thrown vertically upward and rises to a height of 10 meter. Rise I have written, at the height I have written here. Calculate the velocity with which the object was thrown. That means किस velocity से फैला. Its initial velocity we need to calculate, because final velocity after going up the object will stop for a fraction of second. So final velocity in that case will be 0. So we need to calculate here the initial velocity. Time taken by the object to reach the highest point, that also we need to calculate. And so let's start children. At highest, V is equals to 0 at highest point, we know that. So we are going to first calculate our U. I have taken the equation, third equation, V square minus U square is equals to 2GH. V we know 0, 0 minus U square is equals to 2 into minus 9.8 into 10. Minus I am going to cancel. U square I have got 196. U is equal to under root 196. Under root 196 is equals to 14. So U I have got. The object was thrown with a velocity of 14 meter per second. Now the time. Simple equation. First, V is equals to U plus GT. V 0 because at highest point velocity will be 0 of the object. 14 we got just now minus 9.8 T. So T is equals to 14 upon 9.8, that is equals to 1.43 second. Quite simple. Next numerical. A particle is dropped from a tower of 180 meter height. Now it is coming downward, so G will be positive. Height is 180. How long does it take to reach the ground? Time taken by the object to come down. What is the velocity when it touches the ground? We need to take final velocity also. Take G 10 meter per second square. In this case they have already given, we have to take G as 10 meters. So we need to calculate these two things. So children, height already given. From this second equation of motion we can calculate the time. H is equals to ut plus half of gt square. 180 is equals to 0 into t plus half of 10 into t square. 180 is equals to 5t, because this will be 0. 2 into 2, 10 upon 2, that is 5t square. So t square is equals to 36, and under root 36 is equals to 6. So I got t as 6 seconds. Now we got t, we got u. Now we can calculate very well v. That is v is equals to u plus gt. V is equals to u is 0 plus 10 into 6, that is 60 meter per second. These are the numericals done today. Next time again I will post few more numericals for you. Thank you children. Do these numericals in your fair copies.